All right, man. Shout out to Mike, man. He sent me this particular article about um, the Detroit Lions looking for a pass rusher. Okay, so don't understand what took so long. I think I might understand why they're looking for one. Uh, Marcus Davenport, who they put a lot of belief in, is expected to come back. He's expected to come back in November, early December. Okay. Um, Alquay Muhammad has been pretty solid for the Detroit Lions. Um, and outside of him, ain't much else there. James Houston is pretty solid out there in Dallas. Jadeveon Clowney just had a big game versus the Philadelphia Eagles. He just had a really big game, and they could have got him, but then he also had some issues with the police and stuff like that. But his car was something minor. But I think Josh Pascal, whatever going on with him, I think that's the reason why. Um, I think that's the reason why. Whatever going on with Josh Pascal, it's an undisclosed injury. They've been very vague. I don't think he will be back with the Lions next year. I don't think Enrique is going to be back with the Lions next year. I think at some point, that he may wake up. Brown Holmes may wake up and stop, getting injury prone guys and put a premium on durability. But for the most part, I'm not sure about the particular guys that's out there. I know it's a guy from Miami. They just got blew out by Cleveland. Phillips or something like that. Had some good moments. Came off 2 major injuries, though. I mean, that's what Brad Holmes is looking for. I mean, Trey Hendrickson, I think that might have died down a little bit more. That might have died down a little bit more from the simple fact of, Joe Flacco was gave them some type of life. But then again, and I didn't like they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. So are they going to sign them or are they going to tag them again? I'm not really sure. So several names drawing interest and calls ahead of the trade deadline. Diana Rossini, Raiders, Jacoby Myers, who they won't give a contract to. The Raiders are awful. And linebacker Jalen Phillips, really, he's a pass rusher. I think I've talked about him in passing. Might be some Brees Hall. I mean, we ain't in the Brees Hall sweepstakes. And they said Detroit is making calls looking for an edge rusher. So this is the second time that I heard it. And you think about it, you thought that maybe, Pascal would come back more of a run stopper, if anything. After Pascal come back, Alquay Muhammad holding up pretty well. You got Marcus Davenport coming back, but then again, some of the guys that they got to play edge rusher. It's like Makai Wingo, who was going out there. He got injured again, so he stayed injured. He's another guy who should be released expeditiously. So I mean, yeah, there are some interesting things going out there. So not sure who they're gonna get. When Detroit teams swing, I mean, Rasheed Wallace is the pinnacle of trades. I don't think he'd get no higher than it would ever get anywhere closer to that, in my opinion. So I don't expect them to do nothing flamboyant. I wouldn't expect Trey Hendrickson. I wouldn't expect anything close to what Micah Parsons was doing. If you go around looking at the teams, I wouldn't even expect the Kayvon Thibodeaux. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion. I wouldn't even expect the Kayvon Thibodeaux. So yeah, I wouldn't even expect it. I wouldn't even expect the Kayvon Thibodeaux. But it'd be something maybe like the Jalen Phillips guy. I mean, they don't go out here and really hit home runs like that. And that's just Detroit. The Red Wings did it because Mike Ailes was about to bag, and his son is about to let that scuba dude go. I'm not surprised either. But I don't understand why he felt the need to wait so late. I don't understand why he felt the need to wait so late. I mean, I don't know who are some of the bottom feeders in the NFL right now as far as standings. I mean, Jaden Daniels just got injured again, so I don't. It didn't look pretty good. But you go to Baltimore, and can you find a pass rusher in Baltimore? More likely, they're probably gonna take the draft pick they got next year and probably liquidate in more assets, or they might get a top prospect. I don't know. Tennessee, do you call for Jeffrey Simons? I mean, but you got a lot of help on the interior. You know, Raiders, Crosby, they just paid him. I doubt if they look to they look to do that. So you look Giants, maybe Kayvon Thibodeau. They just blew a huge game versus Denver today. The Commanders, I'm not sure what they got, but they plan on old buddy coming back. Um, the Saints. I mean Cam Jordan. I mean that would be a good look. I talked about that. They was in the comment section. Oh, he's not going anywhere. It's okay. Don't really care. I'm not sure who the Cardinals got that can help you get after the pass rusher, but right now, I don't really know what, I'm not really in tune to who or what they or who they can deal with to get. But Jalen Phillips, I mean, I'm not sure what he's doing this season. You know, like I said, I felt like Jadeveon Clowney, probably would have been a good pickup. A couple of those guys would have been a good pickup, but um, this Jalen Phillips guy, as it is right now, he has 2 sacks this season. Um, and I know you're probably not looking. I mean, you're not looking for just look at somebody that can just give depth. In 6 games, he got 2 sacks, 1 sack. My bad. I thought it said he had 2. I swear it said he had 2. So I mean, 1 sack, and that was versus Carolina on October 5th. So I don't know if they got him standing up. He had a forced fumble. They got him dropping. I'm not sure. But another guy that had a major, I think, 2 major lower body injuries. Yep, had 2 major lower body injuries. So when we start getting into these conversations, I mean, you already got Pascal, Anzarike, Makai Wingo, DJ, Lee McNeil coming back from an injury. You also got Marcus Davenport coming back for injury. So what's the point of just, building, building, building a structure on, just keep getting more and more injury prone players. So if you're gonna go out there, get somebody with some durability, for the most part, But even if it's temporary, you just need somebody that can make it through. Who legit can make it? Who can just make it through a playoff run? I would like to go see Kayvon Thibodeau. I'm not sure who the Jets got over there getting after the pass rusher. Maybe you can call the Jets. Um, you know, but Kayvon Thibodeau will be a good guy. Instantly, he comes in and he's gonna start. Instantly, he's a guy that's gonna come in and start. Athletic, did jump off sides today, but that ain't really per se. That ain't why they lost. So, ultimately, we'll see what he can do. But whatever your expectations is, keep them very, 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 very low. That's the expectations, is to keep it very, 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 very low. They're not going to go out there and get somebody that's very, very significant. I'll tell you that right now. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. So you think of Trayvon Hendrickson or a Miles Garrett, he did some complaining in Cleveland, that ain't gonna happen. So keep your expectations lower than low. That's just the city of Detroit. They don't make splash moves like that. That's why when they got Sheed, it threw I remember it. They threw everybody, like, okay, they're really going for it. They need to really, really go for it, to be honest. So, we'll see what happens. But hey, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere from Facebook, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, the whole 9. Peace.